I never imagined one night could change the course of my life. It all began with a simple decision, one I made without thinking twice. I had been in a long, exhausting relationship that drained every part of me, emotionally and mentally. When it ended, I promised myself I'd take a break from everything, dating, parties, even friends. I needed time to breathe, to heal. Then came the invite. My best friend, Emily, was hosting a small get-together at her place. It was just going to be a few old friends from college, some snacks, and music. Nothing wild. She called me 3 times that Friday and sent a message that struck a nerve. "You deserve one night of fun, Jess. Come on, for me." I stared at my phone for a while, debating. Part of me wanted to curl up in bed and let the night pass in silence. But a louder part of me, the part that missed laughter and warmth, whispered, "Just go." So I said yes. Walking into Emily's apartment felt like stepping into a time capsule. The cozy living room was filled with familiar faces, soft music played in the background, and the smell of freshly baked cookies filled the air. It felt safe. For the first time in months, I didn't feel like the broken version of myself I had become. Then I saw him. Tyler. He was standing by the kitchen counter holding a drink, talking to someone I didn't recognize. His laugh, I'd know that sound anywhere. Tyler and I had shared something during our senior year of college. It wasn't a full-blown relationship, but it was intense, complicated, and left unfinished. He had left for a job out of state, and we drifted apart. No goodbye, no closure. Just silence. I tried not to stare, but I wasn't doing a good job. Emily caught me. She leaned in and said, "Still got a thing for him, huh?" I shrugged, trying to act indifferent. It was a long time ago. She smiled knowingly. "Well, he asked if you were coming tonight." My heart skipped a beat. Tyler noticed me a few moments later. Our eyes met, and something unspoken passed between us. He smiled and made his way over. "Jess," he said, sounding both surprised and happy. "I almost didn't recognize you. You look amazing." I laughed, feeling the flush rise to my cheeks. "It's been a while." We spent the next hour catching up. His voice, his eyes, even the way he ran a hand through his hair when he was nervous, it all came rushing back. There were stories from college, updates about work, and a few jokes that reminded me why I had fallen for him in the first place. The drinks helped, but it wasn't the alcohol that made the night feel so electric. It was him. The way he looked at me, like I was the only one in the room. As the party thinned out and the night got quieter, he asked if I wanted to go for a walk. I said yes. The air outside was crisp. We strolled through the neighborhood, talking and laughing like no time had passed. Eventually, we stopped near a park bench. We sat there in silence for a moment, then he turned to me. "I never stopped thinking about you, Jess. I didn't handle things right back then." I looked at him, heart pounding. "Why now? Why say this tonight?" "Because I didn't expect to see you," he admitted. "And seeing you reminded me of what I lost. I don't want to mess it up again." It felt surreal. I should have been cautious. I should have asked more questions. But I was tired of overthinking. I leaned in and our lips met. He walked me home. We spent the rest of the night talking until dawn. Nothing happened beyond that kiss and the conversation, but something had shifted inside me. The days that followed were filled with messages and late-night calls. Tyler wanted to see me again. He wanted to try. I was hesitant, but I couldn't deny the connection. We started dating. At first, everything was magical. He'd show up with coffee, take me out for lunch, leave little notes in my mailbox. My friends were happy for me, Emily especially. She believed in second chances. I wanted to believe in them too. A few months in, I was falling hard. I let my guard down. I shared things I hadn't told anyone. My fears, my dreams, my past hurts. And he listened. He made me feel seen. Until the night, I found his phone buzzing on the coffee table while he was in the shower. A message popped up from someone named Rachel. "Last night was perfect. I miss you already." My stomach dropped. I stared at the screen, hoping it was some misunderstanding. When he came out, I confronted him. At first, he lied. "She's just a friend," he said. Then he saw the look on my face and sighed. We were seeing each other before I saw you again. I didn't know what to do.
I didn't plan on reconnecting with you, Jess.
It just happened. I felt like the floor had been pulled from under me. Are you still seeing her? He hesitated. That pause told me everything. I don't know what I want, he admitted. That was all I needed to hear. I asked him to leave. He didn't fight it. He just grabbed his things and walked out the door. And just like that, he was gone again. The heartbreak hit me harder than I expected. Not because I lost Tyler, but because I had let myself hope again. I had believed that maybe, just maybe, this time would be different. I spent weeks picking up the pieces. But through the tears and the late-night journaling, something changed. I started seeing things clearly. That night at Emily's party didn't just bring Tyler back into my life. It brought me back. I remembered what it felt like to laugh, to connect, to feel alive. And yes, it ended in pain. But it also reminded me that I was capable of loving, of trusting, of starting again. One night with friends changed everything. Not because it led to a fairy tale romance, but because it led me back to the person I had forgotten. Myself. So if you ever find yourself saying no to everything out of fear, out of exhaustion, out of heartbreak, maybe consider saying yes just once. Not because it guarantees a happy ending, but because sometimes it brings the beginning you didn't know you needed. That night changed everything. And I wouldn't take it back for the world.